Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, and this is Giovanni. Okay, so we've been having some issues, or I have been having some issues today with the stream. There was an issue with the cable of the camera that wasn't turning on for some reason, and when I was trying to go to the scheduled stream that I had set up earlier, for some reason it wasn't opening. It wasn't letting me go in there and actually do the live stream, so that was an issue. So then I had to create another one. So this is the official one, the new one. I think the old one might still be in there. I actually need to go and delete that. So this is the actual stream. So thank you so much for the ones who have joined so far here today. Again, I'm Giovanni, and this is the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, and television news. And there's a few topics that I'm going to talk about today. But before we do all that, for the ones that are watching now live, if you guys can let me know if there's any issue with the sound, with the picture, or anything like that, or the music is too loud, or whatever the case, just let me know so that I can adjust it and things like that. So let me go into the live chat here. So we have Darren Awardo who says, "See you soon." That was because of the other issue that I mentioned. We have here, where'd you get that? We have a little wave here, I believe here. Darren Wardo says, "Awesome." Nicole Hoover says, "Good evening." So good afternoon here. It's 1:20 p.m. in SoCal, but good evening for you. And we have a little thumbs up with username B. And Nicole Hoover says, "Glad that you have it working again." Yeah, so it looks like it's working fine now. So hopefully we can go and get started with this new episode of the Met Report. And as I mentioned on my social media on Instagram, I am doing the live giveaways of those two figures, I guess you want to call them. We have the COSBABY, Batman, and then there's the Funko Pop of the gingerbread FOXY. So when I get to that, to the draw, when I get to actually drawing the winners, then I'll, if I get at least 10, then we'll do it here, okay? So I have these little post-it notes right here. Little post-it notes, I'll write down the names. All the other requirements, you know, for a giveaway with the Movie Canon, all those still apply. You know, you still have to be a subscriber or following the Instagram page of the Movie Canon and have an address within the United States. We also have here Henry Starter, who says, what is it, afternoon? LOL, yeah, afternoon, yeah. So 1:21 p.m. in SoCal right now. So, all right, so let's get officially started here. Okay, so again, welcome again, everyone, for this new episode of the Met Report. There are a couple topics that I was going to address here today. So we have here the non-spoiler review of Godzilla, a -1. So the movie just came out yesterday. So I'll give you my review of it. No spoilers, of course. And then the other thing is going to be there's going to be quite a bit of information regarding the figures talk segment, because there was a lot of news this week regarding Hot Toys, and so that's why there's quite a few topics we're going to talk about here. So like one of them is the Captain Rex announcement, Hot Toy, and there's also the Wolverine Hot Toys release, and then some others that we're going to talk about in just a bit here. But so yeah, so there we go with that. And I already mentioned this gingerbread FOXY Funko. I'm going to announce the winner towards the end of the stream live, assuming I get 10 viewers by then. So it'll be closer to the end of this stream. I'll do this live giveaway. And then I'm also doing this one right here, this Hot Toys COSBABY of the Batman. So that's another one here. And there's some other ones that I still have open, like this Santa Jack Funko Pop. This one is still open. I'm thinking I'll be doing this giveaway fairly soon. I want to announce the winners for all these Santa Christmas theme Funko giveaways that I have before Christmas. right? So we have this Spider-Man with the Santa hat. Obviously, I'm doing this one, the gingerbread Foxy. That one's a Christmas one, and then the Santa Jack. So and then the Freddy Santa. So those are all open. I do want to announce the winners before Christmas. So yeah. So there we go here. All right. So I don't know why we have that image here. All right. So and then there's some other things that I'm going to do, like later in the stream. Actually, give me just a second here, because I'm kind of like getting this organized here. Hold on a moment. Give me just a moment. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, later in this stream, I'm also going to talk briefly about this 1K subscribers live stream that I want to do once we cross the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I want to do a big live stream and do like all these live giveaways as we celebrate and thank the viewers for getting the movie canon to 1,000 subscribers. We're not quite there yet. I think we're like at 971 right now. But once we cross the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do this big live stream. This is one of the giveaways. So this is the ones that I want to do live in appreciation and thanking you viewers. This is one of them. There's several others that I have not announced yet or mentioned that I'll announce towards the end of the stream. So that was just a little thing that I wanted to mention that here. All right, so let me go back here to the main thing that we have here right now. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, we are doing a non-spoiler review of Godzilla -1. So let me get started with that one here. Hold on a second here. Okay, so there you go. So we have here this Godzilla -1 movie that just came out. Okay, so again, this is just all no spoilers, right? So I'm not going to spoil anything because this movie just came out. So I know a lot of you guys have not seen this movie, so I definitely don't want to, give things away there. But this movie just came out, and one of the main things here that I'll say here. So we have Godzilla -1, directed and written, and had the visual effects by Takashi Yamasaki. This is the 37th film in the Godzilla franchise. This is also Toho's 33rd Godzilla film, and the 5th film in the franchise's, I don't know how to pronounce this, I think it's Reiwa era. And this movie was made for about $15 million. I know it already made $25 million because it came out in Japan in November to celebrate Godzilla's 70th anniversary and so forth. So that's been out in Japan already for about a month. So it already made $25 million. We have Storm and Chantra who says, glad things are working for you. My Wi-Fi is lagging. Okay, well, thanks so much for tuning in here. Hopefully there's still no issues going on with the stream. Okay, so now going back here to this review, and let me see here. So, like I always do when it comes to these reviews of the movie canon, I use the 3 S's, the see it, stream it, or skip it. So this is obviously going to be something like that here. So let's begin by doing some of the positives of this movie. Okay, so we have the lead character. Okay, the character's name is Koichi Shikishima. Like I said, I'm probably mispronouncing this, so sorry about that. Who is a former kamikaze, a pilot, which is portrayed by actor, again, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, so I'm very sorry, Yunosuke Kamiki. Okay, so this is the lead character here. Like I said, no spoilers here for the ones who are tuning in. No spoilers for Godzilla -1 review. But this is the lead character. And I think this was a very positive and a very strong thing regarding this movie. And this is because of the backstory or the motivations of this character. when we watch these monster movies or disaster movies, which Godzilla movies are pretty much disaster movies, right? When we come to these movies that we have a creature, a monster, or whatever, you know, we have the human actors, the human characters, I should say. They show these human characters because, you know, showing the creatures or the monsters 24/7, not 24/7, but the whole movie, it's really going to cost a lot of money, right? So, excuse me. So they need to create, you know, have these human actors or human characters pop up and do things. And in previous movies, and the Godzilla movies, especially more recently in the Godzilla movies, and you know, with King Kong and Godzilla that were produced by American studios, with Warner Brothers, some of the human characters are not really interesting, and you don't really care for them. They're just there to fill in whatever story they want to present, because ultimately we're going there to see the creatures, to see the monsters or whatever. But the human characters here are actually very strong, and it's actually a good thing here, because like I mentioned, usually the human characters are very just throwaway characters, right, until we see the creature. But this particular character, his motivations, what's driving him, his psychological issues that he's having, resentments that he have, it actually works very well here, and it's all related to the other positive thing regarding this movie, which is set during the post-World War II era. And I think that also really worked for this movie, because there's a bunch of things that happened, you know, shortly after World War II, especially with the state of the country, Japan. You know, they were just defeated by the Allies, so it's just a very bad situation for them. And then we get this Godzilla creature coming up, and they're like, well, what the hell are we gonna do at this point? So it adds a little bit more tension. It adds a little bit more story, a little bit more, you know, more things are going on and happening that all make sense because of this era that they chose. They could have chose any era, really, I guess. But they chose it to be right after World War II, which I think helped really well here. And let me see another positive here. So the the sequences with Godzilla were all well done, right? So like I said, we all watch these movies to see the creatures, to see, you know, Godzilla, King Kong, or whatever. So a lot of the scenes with Godzilla do not definitely are done very well. And some of the things that when it comes to the creature itself, it kind of goes into the negative part, just a little part of it. But whenever Godzilla's on screen, you're definitely interested and you want to keep watching there. So it's not going to disappoint, you know. That's basically what I was trying to say earlier. So when Godzilla's on, it is not a disappointment for you. So that's definitely a positive here. Also, the idea on how to actually fight Godzilla in this film was a bit interesting, and it was kind of different. So I thought it was executed very well. It was a different approach to fighting against Godzilla. Without me, you know, getting into details and to spoilers and stuff like that, it is a little different as to how things are happening when it comes to this particular Godzilla. So I thought that was interesting, and just overall, it was different. It was a different approach, which I think I really liked. So that was definitely a positive. Now I'm gonna get into the negatives, and there's not really that many, or I should say, there's not really that many significant negative elements to this movie, but it was enough that it kind of lowered the grade a little bit. But I'll tell you what they are right now here. Oh, my phone just fell right here. Okay, so there are a couple of slow scenes in the movie, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, the human characters are more interesting than others that you've seen before, like in Godzilla versus Kong, the movie that just came out, what was it, 2021? They're actually making a sequel to that one. Those human characters are just throwaway characters, like I mentioned. And these characters are much stronger and more interesting and make more sense. But some of the scenes with the human characters did seem to drag a bit. So I would say that it's a bit of a negative. It's not a huge thing, but it's definitely there. And then now getting to the actual design. Sometimes the Godzilla design of the creature is actually, while I do find it to be done very well, sometimes he looks a little, I want to say not good, but I believe that the filmmakers, when they were designing this Godzilla, I think they wanted to use some real, CGI, some real effects, but also have it look a little bit like the older Godzilla, like the original ones, like back from the, I don't know, 60 years ago or whatever. So it kind of looks like that in a way, but obviously with more updated technology, CGI going on. So sometimes he looks a little weird. Sometimes he looks a little funny, especially when he's like standing and stuff. So yeah, so that was one negative here. Let's see. Also, there's something at the end of the movie that I felt should have remained the same due to the impact it made on our lead character. You know, obviously telling you exactly what it is, it's definitely spoiler territory, but something happens in the movie, and then when you get towards the end, something else happens that probably should have remained from what we saw earlier, but whatever, they did it this way, and it is what it is. I would have preferred, I think there would have been more of a better and bigger impact when it comes to the thing that I'm talking about, which is spoilery, but that kind of, brought it down a bit, the negativity here when it comes to this movie here. Let me see here. Okay, so I think that's were the only points that I had for this movie here. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie or not, or you have plans on watching it. I would say, I mean, I've liked Godzilla movies. I think I've seen most of the ones that have been coming out throughout the maybe 10-15 years or so. I haven't watched all the Godzilla movies. Like I said, there's a shitload of them, so I definitely have not seen all of them. The one that I remember watching in theaters for the first time was the 1998 movie that came out in 98, but it stars what's the actor's name? Matthew Broderick, the one with Matthew Broderick. So I mean, I was younger, so I thought the creature Godzilla looked pretty cool, but the story, just the movie itself, was not good. Even back then, I didn't even like the movie back then, but it's not a great movie. But the one that came out in 2014, the one that kind of started this new franchise. I think they call it the Monsterverse, I believe. The one that starred Bryan Cranston and Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I think even Wanda, Scarlet Witch, which they're actually a couple, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Olsen, one of the Olsen sisters. They're a couple in that movie, but then they're like brother and sisters in the Avengers, and it came out like within a year, so that was kind of weird. But that movie I did like, Godzilla 2014, and I know a lot of people didn't like that movie because they didn't show much of Godzilla, but I actually really liked that movie. I think they showed enough Godzilla, at least for me. And the human characters, I guess the human characters were actually not bad in that movie. But when it comes to the other ones, like the King Kong movie, Skull Island or whatever, that came out in 2017, I didn't think that movie was that great. Human characters were lame. Godzilla vs. Kong, human characters were kind of lame. So, now we have this new one that's going to come out, Godzilla X Kong or something, the Empire, Last Empire. I forgot what the subtitle is, but that one's coming out in April of 2024. So there's that movie coming out. So yeah, so there we have that. Okay, so now when it comes to, the movie canon 3S's system, as I mentioned earlier, because I'm about to get into the, the grade and whatever. So is this movie a see it, stream it, or a skip it? So like I said, it's a very solid, entertaining movie. There's just some minor issues that I had with it, but it was overall enjoyable. So this is definitely a see it. Godzilla -1 is definitely a see it. My grade is going to be a solid B. Now it might seem low It might seem low, but for me, B is good. It's a good grade. It almost made into the B plus realm. It almost did, but like the little couple negatives that I mentioned, it kind of just halted it from getting in there. But it's a good, solid movie. Like I always say this, watch it in the theater. There's some movies, like some drama movies, that no, you don't necessarily need to watch it in the theater. Like, yeah, if it's a good movie, cool if you watch it in the theater, but you don't necessarily need, you don't need the experience of a theatrical thing. I would say some like dramatic movies, slow movies or whatever. But when it comes to these type of like disaster movies, monster movies, something that's going to give you a really good experience, that's why I kind of push, like, yeah, this movie may come out, I don't know, like in a month or two for you to stream it, but watch it in theaters. Now, I know money sometimes the issue. I mean, I use A-List, and I am not being sponsored by AMC, by the way. But AMC A-List is a very good deal. This thing is like $24, $25, and you can watch like 3 movies a week, any format, IMAX, Dolby, whatever. And it's a very good deal because what movies cost what, like $20 now a ticket? So if there's an AMC theaters close to you, I definitely recommend you try to get something like this. And there's some other theaters that have a package, like a membership thing. I think Regal has their thing. A Cinemark, I believe they have their thing. I'm not entirely sure. But so far from what I've seen so far, A-List is the best deal. Like $24, $25 a month. And ultimately, you can watch up to, like 12 movies a month if you want, if you have the time. So that's why I do recommend watch this movie, Godzilla -1, in theaters. All right, so we have I think we have some live chat comments here. We have here, hold on a sec, where is it? Thought I just missed it right here. We have Storm and Chantra Glenn, things are working for you. My Wi-Fi is like, oh, you already mentioned that. I haven't seen it or all of them. I am hoping to see this one though. Okay, so you're talking about, you know, the Godzilla movies. Yeah. So yeah, 2014 Godzilla was good. I guess you can watch all the other ones. The other ones were good for the action stuff, and this one's good. I did like this Godzilla -1 movie. All right, so now let me see here. So we're gonna get into the Hot Toys Figures Talk segment, right? So now I know some of you are not collectors, or you don't care about Hot Toys or figures or whatever, 1/6 scale. So I mentioned this before. I add this into the Met report because I started collecting these figures this year, and I like talking about them because it's kind of related to movies and TV shows, because all of these figures come from something, from like a movie or a TV show or sometimes a video game or whatever. So I just started doing this one, and I usually wait until the end. But again, to the ones who are watching this live right now, like I said, those live giveaways, I'm going to do these after this Figures Talk segment. There's a few figures I'm going to talk about here. So far right now, we haven't hit the minimum viewers yet. But when we get towards the end, if we get to that, then we'll do the draw. And then we get those 2 giveaways there. Nicole Hufford says, I loved some of the old ones. Yeah, so some of the really old Godzilla movies I actually haven't seen. I think I might have seen one of them when I was younger, but I just hardly remember it. I just remember there was like a giant Godzilla like foot that just like landed in front of the screen or whatever, and then I thought it was kind of weird. But I was much younger. But anyways, going back here to excuse me, to the Figures Talk segment. So we have this Captain Rex 1/6 scale figure, and it's from the Ahsoka line. And this figure, I was kind of surprised. Well, I don't know if I would say I was surprised. I was just wondering why they did this one, because I know there's some others that have been released already, and you know, Sideshow already has a version of Captain Rex that is not even sold out. Like, you can still buy a Captain Rex, but it's not from this specific show. The one that's on Sideshow is from Clone Wars, I believe, and this one is from Ahsoka. So we're going to get into this little section that I'm going to call now the figures file with the movie canon, where I just briefly talk about a little bit of where this figure comes from what movie, what TV show, what video game, whatever. So this is what I just added. So we have a TV series. So again, this is from the Ahsoka series. The series premiere was August 23rd, 2023. So it just came out, a few months ago. I mean, it's done now. So if you wanted to watch the whole thing, then you can, if you're interested in Star Wars and in this character. Studio distributed Lucasfilm and Disney. The Rotten Tomato score is 86% of the critics and 70% of the audience. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen so you can see a little bit more photos regarding this Captain Rex from Ahsoka. Hold on a moment here. Actually, let me check if there's any comments or anything in there. Okay, so I think we're good there. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see the screen here. I'm sharing my the screen of my laptop, so hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so again, this was Captain Rex, and there's another photo here. Actually, let me go to somewhere else here. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Oh, let me go to the Sideshow page. Sideshow with a bit more information in there. Okay, so we have this authentic and detailed likeness of Captain Rex in Star Wars Ahsoka. We have 5 interchangeable gloved hands. Let me look at the costume real quick here. 1 Captain Rex armor with distinctive blue details and weathering effects. 1 blue pauldron. 1 belt with attached command skirts and pistol holsters. Weapons, 1 blaster rifle, 2 blaster pistols. So like I said, here's some of the photos here, and he popped up, and I don't know if you guys have seen the Ahsoka series, but this one specifically from episode 5, when they have the whole scene with the young Ahsoka and Anakin. So we get the scene from the Clone Wars, and then he pops up, right? So he pops up. It was that one episode 5, that was going to be, they actually supposedly released in theaters for people to watch. I didn't end up watching it in theaters or anything, but this is the one episode that he pops in. So that's Captain Rex, one of the clone troopers. And I know he's very popular. Like, I haven't seen Clone Wars or Rebels, but from my understanding, I think this is a very popular character from the Clone Wars, and I think that's why they keep issuing this guy as a 1/6 scale figure. We have Denise Taylor Dennis saying hi, so hello there. Let's see here. So this is that one photo that shows you everything that he has. So interchangeable phase 1 and phase 2 armor parts, so you can just see the entire figure, all the weapons, the hands, the base, all that stuff is right there. So now let me go back to the price. So let's say you were interested in this. Let's say you did want to buy this on Sideshow. Now, like I mentioned this multiple times, and I'll probably be saying this for a while until I'm just been doing it for a long time already. When I get the price, I get it from Sideshow, right? So I'm not sponsored by Sideshow or anything, but it is close to me. I think it's the biggest distributor in the US, or in North America actually. So I usually use the price from Sideshow. There's other websites, there's other stores that sell this figure for pre-order, so you don't necessarily need to go through Sideshow, but I'll focus on Sideshow for now. So Sideshow price is $260 if you want this figure, expected to ship October 2024 through March of 2025. So like I said, there is another Captain Rex figure on Sideshow. If you want it, you could technically, I mean, you could buy it. It's just not this one from Ahsoka. It's a little different, but yeah, technically there is another one that you can get. But if you want the specific Ahsoka line, this is the one, right? This is the one from the Ahsoka series or whatever. Okay, so now let's go into the other figure here. Hold on a second here. Okay, so there was another announcement, or this is the well, there's a couple. There's like 3 announcements this week. So let me get in there real quick here. Okay, so we have Denise Taylor Dennis. I like the price on Funko Pops better. Yeah, because they're much cheaper, right? You can get a Funko for like $10, and these figures are like what, $260 to $300. Yeah, so I completely understand that, price wise. But the one that they've announced this week was let me try to find it here real quick. Okay, so we have the Wolverine. So Wolverine, and this is from the Days of Future Past movie. Okay, so this was I believe it was announced sometime last year, and it is now released. So if you pre-ordered this, you'll be getting this fairly soon, depending on where you got it from or whatever. You'll get it sooner than others, but this one was released. And we have another message here, Nicole Hufford saying I agree, and I'm assuming that's regarding the Funko prices, right? Not the Hot Toys prices, I should say. Okay, so we have this one here, Wolverine. It is waitlisted on Sideshow if you wanted this one. It is waitlisted. Like I said, there's other places that you can buy it from. But let's get into again the figures file that we're doing here. So this figure comes from the film X-Men Days of Future Past. Film release date May 23rd, 2014. While I was doing this, I just realized how old this movie is now. Like, it's almost 10 years old. So yeah, so this came out in May of 2014. Studio distributor, 20th Century Fox. I guess you may want to call it Disney now, since Disney owns Fox now. The box office for this movie was $746 million worldwide. Rotten Tomato score, 90% of the critics with 334 reviews. And 91% audience score, 250,000 plus reviews, or I guess score, from the audience. So yeah, so that's this one here. And let me go back and look at some other photos here real quick. Give me just a moment. Hold on a second for me. Okay, so here we are. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so here we have Wolverine. Hopefully, again, let me know, guys, if you can't see what I'm sharing, because sometimes I know there was this one time when I was supposedly sharing my laptop, the screen of my laptop, and I was like talking for like, I don't know, for 10 minutes, and I didn't realize that you guys couldn't actually, no one could actually see what I was sharing, and I was just talking and talking. So let me know if you can't. But yeah, so we have this. Okay, so we have the image here. We have Wolverine with the bone claws, right? And I mean, when it comes to the likeness of this, I know some other people were talking about that the likeness wasn't there, and I kind of agree with it to an extent. Like, there's certain angles that he does kind of look like Hugh Jackman, but there's actually some other angles too that he looks more like Taron Egerton. I know a lot of people have been fan casting him to be the next Wolverine. I'm one of them. I would like him to be Wolverine. That's not the reason why I'm seeing Taron Egerton right here, but he kind of does look like Taron Egerton. But it's supposed to be Hugh Jackman, right? And I mean, it doesn't have the wrist. I think the wrist pegs. You can see like the whole seamless arm, and I don't think it comes with any hands. So, which you don't really, I guess you don't really need. It's Wolverine, so you're gonna want him to display his claws, even though if it's bone claws. But this is the figure, and I'm trying to see if there's an image of the base, because the base is pretty cool. Like I really do like the base of this, but there's a nameplate. You know, a lot of the bases for Hot Toys, they have a nameplate, and it tells you the name of the character. And for this one, it would say Wolverine. But for some reason, and I don't even know how they did this, they misspelled Wolverine, and it's like very obvious. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would have an issue. I think I would have an issue with that when you get this like really high quality figure, expensive figure that you paid, and then you get a base and it says Wolverine. It's completely misspelled. And I'm trying to find if there's an image, but Hot Toys, I think they probably didn't want to show that photo. And I don't know what it is that they're doing with that, because I think it's just a nameplate. I think you can remove it. Of the ones that I have, you can remove the nameplate. I'm sorry, the nameplate could be removed or put it back on or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe they should spell it correctly and then send people the correct nameplate. So this is the one with the base, but you know, they're not showing the actual nameplate with the misspelled Wolverine. But I mean, the figure looks cool. Like I said, it looks very, very cool. There's parts of it that doesn't look like Hugh Jackman sometimes, but like this one right here, he kind of does look like Hugh Jackman here. So he kind of does look like him. And then he has the jacket, which is a leather, you know, leather jacket. It is real leather. Sometimes Hot Toys uses something they call it pleather, which is not real leather, and it kind of flakes off or whatever. So this one apparently is real leather, right? So again, this was just released. If you want to purchase this, you would have to go on waitlist for Sideshow, or like I said, there's other websites that sell these figures, so you just have to look if you want this, obviously. But this wouldn't be my choice as far as Wolverine. Like I said, he looks cool and everything, but I probably would have picked something else, especially from the Days of Future Past, because they made another one. And this one this is one that I would get. You know, at the time when this came out, I wasn't collecting, so obviously I didn't get this. But if I was going to get a Wolverine from this movie, it would be this one right here. I do like this one more than this one. Although, like I said, this one's not bad. It's different. It has the bone claws and everything, so that's kind of cool. Let's see here. So we have a Darren Wardle who says, "Waiting patiently, impatient, LOL." Yeah, so again, like, this is the one that came out already. This one sold out, so yeah, there's that. Okay, so the next figure that Hot Toys announced this week is this character, COBB VANTH from The Mandalorian. Timothy Oliphant played this character. I mean, I think this character is pretty cool character. He wouldn't be a character that I would want in my collection. You know, he has the Boba Fett armor. I mean, if you've seen the series, you know the reason why he actually, let's get into the figure file section of this character. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's right here, wrong one. Okay, so COBB VANTH comes from the TV series The Mandalorian, specifically from Season 2. This Season 2 premiered on October 30th, 2020. Studio distributor, Lucasfilm, Disney. Rotten Tomato score of Season 2 of The Mandalorian is 93% of the critics and 91% of the audience. Going back here, so this is Timothy Oliphant, right? So he came in this Mandalorian Season 2 episode, or I'm sorry, Season 2. He appeared in the very first episode of Season 2, which it was called The Marshal. And he had the Boba Fett armor. And then he was also in the Book of Boba Fett, where he has a bit of a interaction with Cad Bane. And I'm speaking that like very loosely, little interaction with Cad Bane. So this is a well-known character now. Like I said, it's not a character that I personally would want to rush out and get, but some of the issues that I personally have with this figure is the likeness. Like I said, it's Timothy Oliphant. And let me try to get some more pictures for you guys here. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Okay, so that's COBB Vanth wearing the entire gear, Boba Fett's gear or equipment, armor, and all that stuff. So if you want to display him like this, if you were to get him, then this is a cool thing to do, right? But I would actually want the Boba Fett figure dressed up as Boba Fett, right? So if I were to get this, I don't know, like someone gifts this to me, which I would gladly accept, by the way. Even though I'm not a big fan of the likeness, as you can see here. So this is the Timothy Oliphant, right? I wouldn't display him with the Boba Fett armor because, we have Boba Fett already, and I have a Boba Fett figure, so I would just use that. I wouldn't want like two Boba Fetts displayed there, right? The issue that I have here with the likeness is that he doesn't really look like Timothy Oliphant. Not really. There's some angles that he kind of does. Here's another picture here. So far of the pictures that I've shown you guys, he doesn't look like Timothy Oliphant to me. Right? So there's that one photo again with him wearing the entire Boba Fett armor, right? So like I said, this stuff is cool. But like I said, if you already have a Boba Fett, I wouldn't display it. I do like this shot right here, this picture, where you see him holding the Boba Fett helmet, and then he has the armor there. And then that base is pretty cool, so I do like that. Or maybe just without the armor, and then he can be holding the helmet. I would like that. So just some other photos here, and here's with Mando. And like this one here, he doesn't have the armor. So I know some collectors are going to display him like this. He's just wearing his regular, cowboy-like clothes and Tatooine. No Boba Fett armor, but it's COBB Vanth. So that's cool too if you want that. It's just I would have preferred for the character to look more like Timothy Oliphant. And if I was going to have a figure that is a Timothy Oliphant figure, I would want this one here, and that's Timothy Oliphant portraying Mickey as Ghostface in Scream 2. Now, obviously, Hot Toys is not going to make this, but that's the one that I would want. Timothy Oliphant of representation, and he's in this show called Justified. I think it might have ended already. I know there was a movie that came out afterwards, I believe. I didn't watch the show, so I can't really speak for it, but this is the one that I would have. Timothy Oliphant as Ghostface, Mickey, the knife with the gun, with the VHS camera. That's what I would have, but yeah, like I said, he just doesn't look like the actor. And then some people were saying that he looks like Billy Bob Thornton. Sometimes I see Billy Bob Thornton, but not really. The main issue is that he doesn't look like Timothy Oliphant to me. We have a comment here. It says, Darren Wardle says, sounds and looks good. And then we have Where'd You Get That? Says, Love Justified. Okay, so you're a fan of that show. I know it came out quite a while ago, and I was gonna watch it. I don't know why I didn't actually end up watching it, but I heard it was good. So that's COBB Vanth. Let me see if there's some other photos before we move on to the next one here. Yeah, just some other photos. I just don't see Timothy Oliphant in here. I just do not. Okay, so let's go back here, and there is another one. And this one was kind of... I don't think I even knew that there was this figure even out there. But let me try to get there real quick here. Okay, so this one right here. So we have Groot, and this is not from Guardians of the Galaxy. This is actually from the TV show on Disney Plus, I Am Groot. So these are like these really short shows. They're like, I think they're like 9-10 minutes long. And I watched the first episode when it first came out because it came out last year. I just watched one episode. Like I said, they're very, very short. And I was like, yeah, they're nice. They're cute and everything. But it's like, it's not my demographic. So I wasn't really that interested in watching this. But they did release this figure this week. So it was announced last year. And now we have this Hot Toys Groot from I Am Groot figure. And let's get into the figures file. So we have here TV series, like I said, is from I Am Groot. Series premiere August 10th, 2022. Studio distributor Marvel Studios / Disney. Rotten Tomato score 88% critics, 77% for the audience. And like I said, I think there's 2 seasons of this show now. Like I said, I haven't seen it because, like I said, I don't think it's my demographic. But it was cute. You know, it was a cute little character. We all like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, we got that. And let me see if I can get you some other photos here. Hold on a moment for me. Okay, so we got some other photos. Okay, so here's another photo of the Groots from I Am Groot, Hot Toys figure that was just released. And, you know, it's a very cute character, right? It's adorable. And I just wouldn't spend Hot Toys prices for this group. But it is waitlisted on Sideshow, so people did want him. So he's already gone on Sideshow. But yeah, the other little photos, and he's with like a, I don't know what this like clear looking, water looking twin of him. I don't know. I'm sure it's something to do with the, I'm sure it explains it in the show, but I don't know exactly what's going on there. But yeah, that's the I Am Groot figure. If you want him, you would have to go to Sideshow and waitlist, or look for him on other websites, and hopefully they have him available. But he is released. Oh, it looks like this picture is actually holding the other Groot in a bag. I guess he comes like that. I do like this little pose here. Like if you were to have him, I don't know if it comes with these little accessories, like this little drawing. Like I wonder if it actually comes with that. And the little, what is it, little cucumbers? I don't know if it comes with all that or not. But yeah, so that's I Am Groot. Just recently released. I think it was released earlier this week. Alright, so there's that. So hold on a second here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so let me go back here real quick here. We have Nicole Hoover saying, I love Groot. Haven't watched his personal show myself yet either. Super adorable. Yeah, like I said, he's very cute. I mean, you see little images of him and stuff like that. So yeah. Then we have here Darren Wardo saying, Groot is awesome and cute in baby form. Yeah. Denise Taylor Dennis says, do you pit the accessories on him? Probably. I think so. Let me see. Okay, so I think we're done with this part of the figure stock segment. Okay, so hold on a moment here. Okay, so that was the figure stock segment. I feel like I missed. Oh, actually, no, there is one more thing. One more thing that I want to talk about very, very briefly. Because they teased this figure too. It's a Spider-Man one. Let me get there real quick here. Hold on a moment, everyone. Just a moment. Okay, so Hot Toys teased this figure. So it's a Spider-Man. It says the Amazing Spider-Man figure. So hopefully you guys can see this still. It's very exclusive from my understanding. It's not available for you to pre-order it yet. But they teased this again this week. I think last week, like around Thanksgiving, they Hot Toys teased this, and for me, I mean, it looked like the like the logo of the Spider-Man. That's, from my understanding, if I remember correctly, that's from the animated show, from the animated series. And then at the bottom we have the other logo, the Amazing Spider-Man, which is, I think, is from the comic. So I'm not sure which one they're trying to portray here, but this is yet another Spider-Man Hot Toys figure that might be available for you. It'll be an exclusive. I know Sideshow already mentioned that they will let us know once this becomes available for pre-order. It's going to be exclusive, so it might be one of those that you have to like get in line, and like the whole Anakin thing. I don't know how much of demand this one's going to be, but it's going to be an exclusive one. Let's see. So yeah, so that was the only one. They don't have that many photos. So later on, when they actually, I think when they're ready to actually go this for pre-order, I'm sure they'll have more photos. But for now, I think there's only like 3 or 4 photos here. And you can see the little tiny Green Goblin in the background, which I think looks cool. So it kind of looks like he's in the background, like he's about to fly down on him. Okay, so we got that. All right, so give me just a moment, because I think we're about to get into the live giveaway. So I'll check how many people are actually watching now. Like I said, minimum 10, right? Minimum 10. And I can do this live giveaway. KB says fire. Okay, so we got that. All right, so thank you so much for watching this live stream right now. Okay, so right now we do have 10 viewers. So we have the minimum number of viewers right now. So hopefully we can keep it like this, right? So the giveaways that I am doing here are, again, you must be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, or following the Instagram page. And as I mentioned on social media, if you do both, then your name gets entered more than once or whatever. So when I go and show the first giveaway, if you want that one, then in the live section here, in the live comments, I should say, in the live chat, say that you're a subscriber or a follower or both. So basically what you did in the comments section in the Instagram and the videos, do the same thing here, so that I know that you actually want this particular, because there's 2, right? There's the COSBABY Batman, and there's the Gingerbread Foxy, right? So when I show you the image of the figure of the Pop or the COSBABY, say, I'm a subscriber or I'm a follower or whatever, and then I'll know if I put your name more than once or twice, and I'll check if you did or not. Okay, so there you go. So we have Dennis. I keep saying Denise. Sorry about that. Denise Taylor Dennis. It says thanks for doing this giveaway. Yes. Yeah, so I'm doing these giveaways because there's a lot of competition on YouTube, so it's kind of like everyone's trying to get your attention, everyone wants you to watch their channels or whatever, and it's like, well, how do you get people to watch? Okay, let's do little giveaways or whatever. And they're kind of fun doing these because I can get choose different ones and whatever, and then you can subscribe and watch and all the other stuff, and yeah, so we got that. Actually, before I do that, let me actually talk about the 1K subscribers, a live giveaway stream that I want to do. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier. So this 1,000 subscribers live stream is something that I'm going to do once I cross the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'll do a live stream celebrating. I'll do a regular show, probably a Met Report show. But we'll be celebrating the 1,000 subscribers, but I'll be doing live giveaways just like this one, like I'm doing here. But this is one of them that I'm going to give away at that particular 1K subscribers live stream. So I'll officially post this on my social media, so you can enter whatever, like we normally do. You comments, whatever. So I'll officially open it, but I'll actually do the live stream once we cross 1,000 subscribers. And again, you have to be watching live, just like this one. We have B asking, can we enter for both? Yeah, I mean, if you already enter for both, I mean, yeah, you can. Like I said, I don't know if you're new or not, but go to Instagram at the Movie Canon and look at the posts. The COSBABY and the Gingerbread Foxy comment that you're a subscriber to this channel and or following the Instagram page. And then you go in here and then you say, you know, I want this or whatever. I'll give you a little instructions in just a bit, a little bit more here. So I'm doing this one, and on top of that, I'm also doing some other Funkos that I'm going to give away that in that same live stream. Okay, so all these I'm going to give away in that same stream. Again, to thank the viewers, to thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers, and hopefully 2,000, 3,000, and so on and so on. And there's another one too that is not on here. That is, I didn't put an image of it because for some reason the box that arrived was kind of damaged, so I kind of don't want to advertise it, but I'll give that one away too. I'll show it to you guys when I do the actual 1K subscribers live stream, whenever that is. Hopefully this year, hopefully by the end of the year, and I'll give you guys more information about that. So those are the plans for this 1K subscriber celebration. Like I said, we're not there yet, but we're getting there very, very close. Okay, so let's begin by... Okay, so we actually had 10. Now we lost the viewers, so hopefully we can get another viewer here. So hold on a second here. Okay, so where is it? The first one that I'm going to give away is the COSBABY. Let me get the image here. Okay, so the COSBABY. So I have it right here. COSBABY. Now I know these are not that popular here, I don't think. I know they're very popular in Asia. I don't really see most people have this. But it is manufactured. It is a Hot Toys figure. Technically it is. It's a Hot Toys, but it's a COSBABY Hot Toys. Batman with Batarang. So this is the first one. So if you are interested in this one right here, say that you are a subscriber and or follower to the Movie Canon, and then I'll put your name on this little post-it note. And then I'll draw. Okay, so let me know, you guys, if you want this one, so I can do this live giveaway right now. Okay, so we have Denise Taylor Dennis subscribed and follower. I would love either. Okay, and then we have a thumbs up from B. Okay, so let's see. I am a subscriber and a follower. Where'd you get that? I am a subscriber and a follower from B. Now, I'm assuming that you guys have an address within the United States, right? So that's obviously, I'm going to assume that you already looked into that. Okay, so that's again from the COSBABY. So let me just write this down. So if you haven't done so already and you want this COSBABY. Now, if you won this, doesn't mean you can't win the Foxy. Okay, so you can still win both. Okay, so we have, let me just write this down. Denise. Okay, so we got Denise written down here more than once. Okay, so we got that. And then we have B. So we have B says, I am a subscriber and a follower. Okay, so that's one. And that's two. Okay, so that's two. And then the other one we have, where'd you get that? I am a subscriber and a follower. Okay, so where'd you get that? And then also, if you guys can let me know if your name is different on YouTube, if it's different on Instagram, Also, let me know so I can also find you there. Because if your name is different on YouTube and Instagram is completely different, I'll be looking up the name on YouTube, on Instagram, and it's different. Then we have here, where's Denise? I think I got everyone. So that's it. No one else wants this COSBABY Batman with Batarang? No? Okay. So I'll give it about a minute and then I'll do the draw, okay? So yeah, guys, so like I said, that big 1K live stream that I want to do, I'm going to give all those Funkos that I just showed you guys. So I'll be doing that. And I mean, I'll need a minimum number of viewers again, but yeah, we can do that once we cross the 1,000 subscribers. So let your friends know, family members or whatever, to subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can do this big celebration here, right? Okay, so going back here. Yep, minus. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the draw now. Okay, so hold on a second here. Hold on a second. All right, so I'm just gathering the names here. Hold on a moment. And then after this, we'll do the gingerbread Foxy. Gingerbread Foxy. If we drop like the number of viewers by the time I do this, then I won't do the Foxy gingerbread. And then I'll have to do the giveaway a different way. But we have Darren Ward. Okay, so I'll add Darren again here, or I'll add Darren. So you're a subscriber and a follower. Okay, so do that. Okay, so I put your name on there, Darren. Okay. Okay, so it's still collecting the names here. Okay. So let's see. Oh no, there's another one over here. Okay, I think I got all of them here. All right, so we got all of them right here, and then we'll move these around. So I'll put this in my hat. Okay, so again, this is the live giveaway. This one's the COSBABY, the Batman. So the names that are on here, I'm just shaking these. Of the names in here, you guys said that you're a subscriber and a follower to the Movie Canon. So thank you so much for that. And you have an address within the United States. So when we select the winner, DM me, message me on Instagram, and give me you can provide me your address. Don't comment. I know I've had some people comment in the actual post with their address, and yeah, definitely don't do that. So DM me. All right. So this is going to be for the COSBABY Batman Hot Toys giveaway, okay? So let's see here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it. Denise. So Denise Taylor Dennis, you won the COSBABY Hot Toys the Batman figure. So you are the winner. So DM me on Instagram, and if you have a different name on Instagram, let me know. So that I know what I'm looking for, and then I'll check if you're a follower or subscriber or whatever. So congratulations, Denise. So you won the COSBABY the Batman. I don't think a lot of you guys wanted this, because when I posted this on Instagram, I didn't get that much feedback. Like, I got enough to do it, but a lot of you guys didn't seem that interested in this one. So maybe that's why they're more popular in Asia and not here, because you guys don't want it here. I don't know. Okay, so Denise is the winner of the COSBABY the Batman. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do this one, Gingerbread Foxy. Gingerbread Foxy. And this one I got a lot of feedback from, a lot of interest. A lot of you guys wanted this from Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm doing this live giveaway now. Okay, so just like we did with the Batman, go ahead and say you're a subscriber, follower, whatever, and then just add Foxy in there so that I know, you know, it's for Foxy. And then I'll do the draw again here. I'm assuming a lot of you guys are going to be the same, so I'll still use the same ones. I'm just moving these around, There you go. Let's see here. The movie was very good. The Batman, yes, absolutely was. The Batman, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's a bit slow and very, very long, but it's a great, great movie. It was like my top movie of the year last year when I did my top 10. So yeah, so that was the Batman. And then actually, B, I don't know if you were referring to the Batman or Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy's was also entertaining. It was a fun movie. Not going to be top 2023 movie of the year for me, but it was good. Let's see here. So we have B, I am a subscriber and follower, Foxy. Nicole Hufford, I'm a subscriber and follower, Foxy. Actually, Nicole Hufford, you didn't put in for the Batman, right? I don't think you put in for the Batman, so let me just write this down. Nicole Hufford. So you said you're a subscriber and a follower. Okay, so we got that. Nicole Hufford. Okay. Got that. B, I am a subscriber and follower of Foxy. Where'd you get that? Subscriber and follower. Denise Taylor Dennis, Foxy. Darren Water Ahsoka. I'm sorry, I can't read this part right here. Ahsoka was a good stories. You talk about the series, you know, Ahsoka the series. Yeah, ultimately I did like Ahsoka. There were some things that I had issues with, but overall it was entertaining and fun and everything. Like I said, I didn't watch Rebels or Clone Wars, so I don't have like this extra knowledge of the characters and stuff, but overall it was good. So I put your names on here. We have Darren Wardle says Foxy, yeah. Denise Taylor Dennis, subscriber and follower. Okay, so again, this one was for the Foxy Funko Pop giveaway. Okay, so that's the Foxy Funko Pop giveaway. So again, if you are the winner, DM me on Instagram. Provide me your address. Okay, so I just want to make sure I move things around here enough. Okay, hold on a second, everybody. Oh, hold on a second. One of them just fell. Hold on a sec. Hold on a moment, everyone. Okay, so I got it here. Oh, Darren says series. Yeah, series. Ahsoka series, right? Yeah, it was a good series, like I mentioned earlier here. All right, so I think we're good with the names. Hopefully I don't drop one of these again. Okay, so there isn't any others. Okay, so yeah, they're all here, everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the name. Drawing the name. Okay. Okay, so I got the name here. Okay. So, again, this is for the Foxy Funko. and I don't know if you guys can see this. B. User B. So if it just says B, I don't know if there's anything else, but B, you are the winner. You won Gingerbread Foxy Funko Pops. So you are the winner, subscriber, follower of the movie canon. So you have won this Gingerbread Foxy Funko. DM me your address and all that stuff, so I know where to send this. So that was it for the live giveaway. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, we still have these giveaways, right? I have the wrong picture for this one. But this Santa Freddy, this one is still open. As I mentioned earlier, we'll get to the 1K stuff once I cross the 1,000 subscribers. The Jack Santa, that is still open. The Spider-Man Funko Pop, that one is still open. I think the Spider one, I think I'm gonna do a live. I think I'm gonna do the giveaway next week. Maybe for next week's Met Report episode, I'll probably do the live giveaway for the Spider-Man. So congratulations, B, for winning Foxy. But like I said, there's all these other giveaways that are still open, and then Denise, congrats on winning the COSBABY. All right, so keep keep watching, looking at my social media, the movie canon, for updates on all these giveaways that I'm doing and feature content and so forth. So I'll be posting more information on there. Thank you so much for watching this live, and for the ones who have subscribed to the movie canon and that are helping us get to the 1,000 subscribers, thank you so very much for that. For the ones who are just watching and enjoying this and not necessarily subscribed, thank you so much. But definitely subscribe so that you can also have these giveaway wins of these Funkos. And sometimes I do like video games and stuff like that, so definitely do that. All right, so thanks everyone again, and that will conclude today's episode of the Met Report, and I'll see you guys next time.